wonderful afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ahmed. I'm the co-founder of HeyDoc. 4 years ago, my partner and I entered the realm of health tech, and we noticed a certain gap in the market, and we wanted to investigate it further. So went out, spoke to doctors, and what these guys said was they wanted to streamline communications with their patients and move them away from WhatsApp and phone calls and emails. So we went out and spoke to patients, and what these guys wanted was a doctor on demand, someone they can rely on when they had a non-urgent medical issue, and they wanted to save time. So HeyDoc was launched, a global health communications platform that connects patients anywhere in the world with doctors globally for the purpose of non-urgent medical advice. Getting on board is quite easy. Within 2 minutes, you can install the app, check out the doctor's profile, and initiate an advisory. That's simple. And it'll cost the patient approximately $40 US, which is split between us and the doctors and the hospitals. It's built on top of a proprietary engine that supports non-real-time communications on top of text, media, voice notes, and video notes. It's artificially intelligent. It integrates with different wearable devices and diagnostic tools. And what we're really excited about is the launch of virtual reality treatment in the future. Now, the space is quite open, but what makes us different is the global advisory, so a mother in Istanbul can speak to a pediatrician in London, the privacy and the private and secure online patient records, and the integration with different devices. We also launched an initiative called Salamtak that aims at democratizing healthcare. So that means those who can afford to pay for it will, but those who can't won't have to. And we will make it happen because we're the Hadid brothers, me and my partner. And we have Man, who came on board as our major investor and advisor, and we've got a brilliant team of coders behind us. So we went out and checked out the markets. The GCC, for example, has over 65 million outpatients every year going to private hospitals. In the OECD, every person visits the doctor on average 6.6 times. So we launched a pilot to validate our assumptions, and what we had in 5 months was 3,000 patients generating 5 to 10 advisories every day, people from Chicago to Malaysia. So we believe by 2021, we're going to have over 214,000 patients on board, generating over $6.8 million of revenue. And to achieve that, we're currently fundraising $1.8 million for an 18-month runway to achieve our targets and goals.
Thank you, sir. Just on time. Now, face the jury. You can take my seat if you like, here. Okay, who wants to go?
So tell me, you've got, first of all, there are a lot of these platforms for doctors, and so you've got to really figure out how you differentiate yourself. The second was, you're raising 1.6 million, and in, what was it, 3 years or 4 years, you get to be an $8 million company?
Yes.
That may not be big enough. To justify a $1.6 million investment unless you're giving away a huge amount of the company.
We were actually having this chat this morning. First, in regards to the different players in the market, we understand, and what we're trying to do is change the way it's happening. A lot of the players have different models. We're coming in with quite a different model that's more B2C, that's more focused on the communications engine, whose goal is to create a health communications platform that we all are sort of into, that helps connect us with all of these devices around us, that helps innovates on the different communication channels. We see players that are moving the physical world to the digital, having a consultation online. But that's not what people wanted. During our pilot, what we realized from our patients is they wanted to just chat with the doctor. They wanted that WhatsApp style, as we call non-real-time communication. And this is what we're investing our time in. As for the investment, yes, this is a continuous chat, but we're very young, and we're trying to figure things out as we go along. We might launch today, and we reach our targets next year, and then we're going to plan and change accordingly. But based on our numbers and all the studies and the business models we've been working out, and with all the different investors and advisors, we feel at this stage, this makes sense for us.
What's the doctor's relationship to the platform? Is it like a marketplace where they're signing up for it?
Yeah, so doctors come on board. Obviously, we vet them very well. We make sure that they're all well certified. They come from solid backgrounds all over the world. It doesn't have to be from the highest hospitals in the world. It could be a very good doctor that has his own private clinic, and you or her private clinic. And it could be, and each person can choose the doctor that they want to talk to. And they all have their different rates, and you choose who to speak to.
Of all the questions that are coming in right now, you're getting 5 to 10 a day, which is good. What's like the most common, is it more generalist type questions or is it more specialist, I guess?
We thought, for example, when we started, one of the assumptions was dermatology was going to be our main thing. So even when we did like a small video, it was all about the rash. What we realized that GPs, family internal medicine, psychologists, dietitians, and pediatrics were the most sort of specialties that people accessed. After that, we had other kind of specialties that came aboard, such as dermatology. And these are all things we only learned during our sort of pilot, and we're going to keep doing that.
Sorry, one more question. It seems to me, there are a lot of platforms also in trying to connect your actual GP or primary doctor to the actual patient, and through texting and stuff like that, it makes it easier for the primary doctor. What makes you guys better than that? Because my primary doctor would know everything about me and would be the best person for myself.
That's true. So the online patient records, so the patient can extract all this information. So let's say you see 5 clinics. You go to 5 clinics usually for your different doctors. All this data is spread out. It's dispersed. So the first thing that we want to try to do is build this, what we call a holistic profile. So we collect all this data, and it's in your platform. So when you're talking to a doctor, you can easily connect. The connection with all of these different devices that are going to change as we progress will also add a lot of value, so that I can share with the doctor any piece of information or any vital data. One of the main problems with patients is taking time off for a non-urgent case, which is 78% of all medical cases. A lot of the cases are go home, sleep, you're just tired. And these are the kind of case that we're trying to resolve, or I'm not sure if I should go to the hospital or not. And we had a lot of these examples. We had a case where we usually don't know what happens, but the doctor told us that someone swallowed a pen cap, a Bic cap, and the doctor said, yeah, no, go to the hospital now. This is not something you use this app for. So these are the kind of cases that we're trying to tackle on a global perspective, because everything we've seen is very local. It tackles the market. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you very much. Thank you.